Side of him, driving on Neshannock Station, New Jersey, driving in the Ace Materials, active disposal number 6. That's Matty Ice, Matt Stengel. Row 5 to the inside, driving the Hallmark Racing, number 44. He is a huge winner this year at the Fonda Speedway with 10 wins. Also winning at Utica, Rome. He's got 3 wins on the Short Track Super Series this year from Sprakers, New York, Stuart Friesen. Alongside of him, the Fast Line Performance, number 12 from Mexico, New York, Addison Bowman. And the final starting spot, he picked up the win in the Danny Serrano 100 at Bridgeport this season, driving in the Glenn Heineman. Big Spring Car Wash and Storage, number 126 out of Sayreville, New Jersey. That's Dominic Buffalino. The John Schaefer Dodge Pace truck will be heading in on the back straightaway. Joe Chris, your Short Track Super Series starter, looking them over. Heat number 1, Barron's Performance Warehouse, Speed Showcase 40 here at the Speed Palace, Port Royal Speedway.
Frank Cozy, Brandon Grasso, bring them down to the start zone. Green flag is out, and we are underway. Great start by the 401 of Frank Cozy as he will lead them down in the turns number 1 and 2.
Good battle there. They're 3 wide, a little further back in the pack, but down the back straightaway. The veteran Cozy will lead the way, and quickly Money Matt Williamson goes by Grasso for second. He will challenge for the lead.
They are side by side as they make their way off of turn number 4. You saw the number 3 of Matt Williamson challenging Cozy momentarily. Now here comes the number 35 of Mahaney, all alone in that 3rd spot. But Jeff, we got another battle shaping up for the lead.
Heading into the corner, Mahaney now took over 3rd from Grasso, and now Williamson will go to the outside of Cozy and drive right by and grab the lead. Meanwhile, we got Craig Von Doren in the 1C, and the 9 of Matt Shepard now up to 5th and 6th, and Von Doren will go by Shepard.
Shepard falling through the field right now. This time by, we are going to have 5 laps to go. Matt Williamson all alone out front, but they are side by side momentarily for the runner-up spot.
Here comes Mike Mahaney down the front straightaway. Mahaney on the inside went by Cozy. He'll take 2nd. Now Grasso battling with Cozy down the back straightaway. Grasso's in the hot seat. He's in 4th. He'll go to the outside of Cozy, and he's got Matt Shepard right behind him.
Grasso in the 32 looking pretty good on the outside as he will make that pass on Cozy, move him up into the 3rd spot. But meanwhile, Mahaney slowly but surely closing in on your leader of Matt Williamson.
Yes, he is. Now Grasso puts Cozy in the hot seat. Here comes Matt Shepard. He tried the outside. He'll dive to the inside of Cozy. Shepard and Cozy battling for 4th. Oh, Shepard's got problems momentarily. We don't know what happened. And Craig Von Doren drove right by.
Remember, the top 4 move on into tonight's main event, and Matt Shepard was there. Now, here comes Craig Von Doren on 1C as Shepard still having trouble getting off the corner. Cozy, Von Doren, nose to tail in the 3.
It almost looks like the car is shutting off. It could be an electrical issue, or maybe they didn't have enough fuel in it. Or a fuel pickup issue. And when the car leans in the corner, you don't get the fuel. But meanwhile, Von Doren will go after Cozy. He'll challenge for the 4th and final qualifying spot.
This time by, they are going to see the doctor's jacket out in the wind. White flag is out. Just 1 more lap to go. Great battle for that 4th and final transfer spot off of turn number 4. Right there, Frank Cozy has it, but Craig Von Doren wants it. Now here comes Stuart Friesen showing some power there in turn number 2.
I was just about to say that. Friesen just got by Rocky Warner. He throws his hat into the ring. Here comes the checkered flag off the corner. Matt Williamson will beat Mike Mahaney. Here goes Friesen to the outside. Off the corner, down the straightaway. We got Grasso, then Von Doren, Friesen, and Cozy. Whoa, baby. What a way to start off the night. What a way to start off the night. Heat number 1, your winning driver is the Barron's Performance Warehouse number 3 of Matt Williamson, followed by the 35 Mike Mahaney, the 32 Brandon Grasso, and the 1C of Craig Von Doren. How about that, Earl?
Tremendous racing to open up the night here, like you said, Jeff, as I'm pretty sure we are going to have an interview with Matt Williamson on the inside of turn number 3 with Brad Strasser, but we will hold on to that as, Jeff, you do have the lineup here for heat race number 2.
Okay, thank you, Earl. Here's the lineup on the pole position. Driving in the Volco wheels, number 323, David Van Horn Jr. Outside of him, the Garrity Asphalt reclaiming number 4 of Andy Bicchetti. Second row on the inside, driving the 1Z Tees, Corpac Merchandising, 1Z Jessica Friesen. And alongside of her, driving in the Butch Getz, Big Creek Concrete 15G, Dwayne Howard. Row 3 on the inside, the Hallmark 43, Jimmy Horton. And alongside, driving the IG Burton number 30, is Joseph Watson. Fourth row to the inside, driving the Smith Productions, number 34, Rusty Smith. Alongside, driving the friendly Ford 14J, Alan Johnson. Fifth row to the inside, driving in the Mickles Automotive 2RJ, Ronnie Johnson. Driving the 8 Coloruso, number 74, J.R. Hefner. And the final starting spot, driving the Superior Remodeling 44, Anthony Perego.
Real quick, Brad Strasser, we will send it down to you.
Matt, you've picked up 2 event wins here at Port Royal Speedway before. Looking good there in the heat race. How did it feel out there in Heat 1?
Felt really good. We just got to make the right adjustments for the feature, and the Barracks 3 car will be right up front.
All right, Matt Williamson in Heat 1.
Thank you, Brad Strasser. As lights are out, we're going to go green flag racing there in the start zone of turn number 4. Here we go. Heat race number 2 is underway. David Van Horn will lead him in the turns number 1 and 2. Here comes Andy Bicchetti. He's trying to find some bite on the cushion in turn number 2. Can't quite do it, but the caution flag will wave.
No start, no start. If you look down there in turn 4, right near the end of the guardrail, there is a Sunoco banner, and a little further up where the wheel and caution light is flashing, there is another Sunoco banner. That is our Sunoco starting zone, but the initial start has to be at the closest sign to us. They're coming off of turn number 4. They need to be together at the Sunoco sign. Then on a restart, leader gets lane choice, and they can fire anywhere in the zone. So we will have a complete restart here. No laps scored. 8 laps ahead. Heat race number 2. So Matt Williamson, Mike Mahaney, Brandon Grasso, and Craig Von Doren in an exciting heat number 1 already into the feature. 40 laps, 5,500 to win the night on Barron's Performance Warehouse Speed Showcase 40 night. Heat number 2 of 5 ready to go. And we've got David Van Horn Jr. and Andy Bicchetti, 3-time series champion in that front row. Jessica Friesen and Dwayne Howard ready to go. Their second row.
Yep, go ahead, Jeff. Andy Bicchetti, he's going to take the early lead there off for turn number 2. Von Horn will follow him in the second spot. In third right now is going to be the 15G of Dwayne Howard as we got cars shuffling position there off of turn number 4.
Yeah, off the corner, hot and heavy action further back. In the back, they were 3, almost 4 wide, going to 1 and 2 the last time. Jimmy Horton's got a wicked push on his car as he went into the corner. Whoa, Horton now hops a wheel on Ronnie Johnson and will glance off the wall on the back straightaway, bending the right front wheel. Off the turn, we will take this lap. Horton's going to try to get it to the infield, but I don't think he can steer it too well. He's going to stop for a yellow. We can see that right front wheel was buckled under the race car as it went down the back straightaway on the backstretch camera that we have on the infield here on Flow Racing. So we've got 2 laps completed.
Tough break right there for the 43 of Jimmy Horton. As like you said, Jeff, he hit the outside guardrail there in turn number 2. Very hard breaking the right front suspension on the 43. And Brad Strasser, you are down in that area. What do you see, my friend?
Yeah, I watched him roll to a stop here on the back straightaway. You could see him really trying to work the wheel, trying to get himself into a safe spot on the speedway, but with hitting the wall there and breaking the front suspension, like you said, Earl, it was just really hard for him to work that car, so they are going to get him hooked up to the toe here.
Thank you so much, Brad. As Brad will be doing pit reporting all weekend long here at the Port Royal Speedway.
Reese Carey out there, one of the here. For those of you at home, here's a Dirt Track Digest Sunoco Race Fuels instant replay as they come off of turn number 2. And Horton, at that point, Horton had already hopped the wheel on Ronnie Johnson's car and glanced off the outside wall. You can see the right front wheel buckling back on the Hallmark number 43. The sensational Jimmy Horton in his racing career. Where hasn't he won a racetrack championship? Bridgeport Motorsports Park, Orange County Fair Speedway, the old East Windsor Speedway. He won numerous features and championships. And the sensational Jimmy Horton here this weekend not getting off to a good start. I was about to say before that happened, they went 3 wide the last time in turn 1, further back in the pack. And here's a different replay for those watching a Sunoco Race Fuel Instant Replay from up top. He gets into the corner a little hot. He and Jessica Friesen got together. He backed out of it. Ronnie Johnson and Alan Johnson dove underneath, and Jimmy tried to recover and then just hopped the wheel on Ronnie's front end, Ronnie Johnson's front end, and that sent him up the racetrack. He tried to woe it down, couldn't, and clipped the wall. Maybe you would like to explain to the folks who may not be regular here, Earl, the lap counter, because it says 6 and we have 2 laps completed.
Here at the Port Royal Speedway, on top of the Bobby Rahal scoreboard, the laps count down instead of up. Trust me, it was a change that we made about a year ago. I'm used to it going up, but here at the Port Royal Speedway, it counts down, and that is why you see 6 laps remaining.
Yeah, so I was going to say a lot of modified fans might not get here that often, and since we're at the point we can explain that situation, so it will be counting backwards, laps remaining instead of laps completed. So 2 complete, 6 remaining. John Schaefer Dodge pace truck up front. Barron's Performance Warehouse night here on Speed Showcase 40. Complete show tonight for the modifieds. Pro Stock and Sportsman practice tonight. Sportsmen already have their practice. The next 2 times they come out will be under the clock, and we'll give away 2 qualifying spots for Saturday's Iceless 50.
So here we go. Caution lights are out. We're going to go green flag racing once again in the Sunoco start zone there in turn number 4. Your leader is the 4 of Andy Pichetti. He gets back on the loud pedal, and Jeff, we are back underway.
The Wild Child brings him down, and we got Alan Johnson now battling with the Wayne Howard into the turn. Here comes JoJo. Joseph Watson off the corner down the back straightaway, moving right in to make that a 3-car duel for third.
Here comes Watson looking pretty good as he rides the cushion there in turns number 3 and 4. Jessica Friesen also showing some power in the number 1Z machine, but Watson on the outside. Now he has another run. He tries to go above Alan Johnson there in turn 2. Can't quite do it. Now he turns the car. He's going to try the bottom in turn number 3. He's there, Jeff. A little bit of contact is made.
Side-by-side racing. Here comes Joseph Watson off the corner. He'll slide by Alan Johnson. AJ Slideways now dropping back to 5th. Jessica Friesen and now Ronnie Johnson, followed by Mike Mahaney. Make that J.R. Hefner and the 44 of Anthony Perego, all battling for position.
Ronnie Johnson looking to run the inside line on Jessica Friesen. Friesen high. They drag race down into the corner. Now looking to make it 3 wide momentarily is Anthony Perego, but just can't quite find the speed as they are still side by side for that 5th spot. Remember, Jeff, they are on the outside looking in, and if they want to try and catch the 30 of Joseph Watson, they have to try to settle this out now.
Yes, they do. Joseph Watson has that 4th and final spot. The top 3 have pulled away. Pichetti, Van Horn, and Howard. Watson, then Alan Johnson, then that great battle between Jessica Friesen, Johnson, Perego, and J.R. Hefner dueling into 3 and 4.
White flag is out. Just 1 more lap to go. Andy Pichetti has a 10-car length lead over the 2nd place car of David Van Horn Jr. And Dwayne Howard is in 3rd, and they are going to run single file formation. And coming down to the checker flag and getting the 2nd heat race win of the evening will be the number 4 of Andy Pichetti.
Following him across will be Van Horn, Howard, and Watson. They'll be your qualifiers. Then Alan Johnson, Friesen, Perego, Johnson, Hefner, and Rusty Smith. Heat race number 2, your winner, the 4 Andy Pichetti. Runner-up to 323, David Van Horn. 3rd to 15G, Dwayne Howard. And 4th to the 30 of Joseph Watson. Heat 3 will line up this way. Pole position driving in the empty tree service. Rick Holton, number 96. Billy Pouch Jr. alongside of him, diving in the Dave Prime Mac Tools, number 55H. From Pittsfield, Mass, Brett Haas. 2nd row inside. In the Ryder Racing 21A out of Weedsport, New York, Peter Britton. And alongside driving in the FX Caprera Honda, number 99L, Lightning Larry White. 3rd row inside, the Camp Out Incorporated, Ellery's Restaurant, number 26. The Ringo's Rocket Bridgeport champion, Ryan Godown, alongside of him, driving in the Bayshore Services, Dutton Busing, number 31, Ryan Riddle. He's a Delmar and a Delaware International regular. Fourth row inside, driving in the PMP number 20. That'll be David Schilling out of East Greenbush. Alongside him, the Ryan Kerr Gas Bashers 1K. From Quakertown, Rick Laubach, row 5 inside. Driving in the United Utilities number 3J, Joe Judds. Alongside the TO Pro 1 of Tyler Dipple. And the final starting spot, the Revived Spine Centers number 25, will be Eric Rudolph out of Ransomville, New York.
And we will send it down to turn number 3, where Brad Strasser will have a word with Andy McKetty.
So with heat race number 2 winner, Andy McKetty. Andy, got out in front a little bit early there. Were able to make your way out for the heat race win. How does that have you feeling for this 3-day weekend?
Yeah, the car's pretty good here tonight. The racetrack's real fast right now, so if it slows down a little bit, I think we're going to be good.
All right, heat race number 2 winner, Andy McKetty.
All right, we are ready to go. Heat race number 3 for the Bob Hilbert Sportswear Short Track Super Series, fueled by Sunoco Modifieds, here on Speed Showcase 40 night, presented by Barron's Performance Warehouse. The John Schaefer Dodge Pace Truck heads in, and we got Billy Pouch Jr. on the pole. Billy, 4 consecutive wins at the Georgetown Speedway this year, also won a Big Diamond in New Egypt this season. We're ready to go.
Heat race number 3 approaches the start line. Here we go. Green flag is out, and we are underway. Great start by Billy Pouch Jr. as he will lead the thundering herd down in turns number 1 and 2.
Heading out of the corner, here comes Lightning Larry out of the corner down the back straightaway with the number 99, the FX Caprera Honda number 99. He'll dive to the inside. Haas got crossed up. Now they try to go 3 wide with Go Down on the bottom.
Great racing on the opening lap of heat race number 3. Keep your eye on the second place car of Larry White as he is within striking distance of your leader, Billy Pouch Jr. Now here comes the number 26 of Ryan Go Down. He's in that 4th and final transfer spot, but here comes Peter Britton. He's starting to make some noise.
Yes, he is. Peter Britton, Batman as he's known from Brisbane, Australia, now out of Weedsport, New York, battling with the Ringo's Rocket. Ryan Go Down side by side. That is a battle for the last qualifying spot right now, and Go Down will take it as they head down the back. And don't look now, but here comes Eric Rudolph right behind him.
Brett Haas having a little bit of trouble as there was some contact made off of turn number 4 with Ryan Go Down. Now Brett Haas, he's on the hot seat. He's in that final transfer spot, but here comes Peter Britt. He's on the outside looking in. He has to get one more position in order to make it into tonight's main event.
Yeah, Haas had a comfortable spot in 3rd, but Go Down drove right by him, putting Brett in the hot seat. Brett, a first-year regular full-time in the Short Track Super Series North region, doing some of the South region races as well, and he's got Batman on his back bumper. That's the Sheriff battling Batman.
Halfway, 4 laps in, 4 to go as we go side by side here on Flow Racing. That's your leader on the bottom right of your screen, Billy Pouch Jr. and that 55H of Brett Haas. That is the battle for the 4th and final transfer spot as Haas is having a little bit of trouble on the entrance into the corner. Looks like the car gets a little bit tight, and that is where Peter Brand really gets a great run.
Yeah, 2nd and 3rd spot all by their lonesome right now. The 99 of Larry White and the 26 Ryan Go Down. Go Down. No wonder he's called the Ringo's Rocket. He's closed in and Lightning Larry very quickly. And Haas still battling with the 21 of Peter Britton as they head down the backstretch. Now Go Down is side by side with Larry White, looking for the number 2 spot, which would put him in the redraw.
Final lap, 1 lap to go, side by side for that final redraw spot between Lightning Larry White and the 26 of Ryan Go Down. Go Down, he'll take it off on turn number 2. White tries to come back under him, can't quite do it. What can Peter Britton do here on the final lap and try to make it into tonight's feature event?
We'll find out at the top of the straightaway. Here comes the 96. Billy Pouch Jr. will take the heat race win. Go Down ahead of White will take 2nd and 3rd, and the 55 Brett Haas will grab the 4th and final qualifying position. Heat race number 3, your winning driver, the kid's kid, Billy Pouch Jr., runner-up the 26, Ryan Go Down. Coming home 3rd, the 99L, Lightning Larry White, and 4th, the 55H of Brett Haas. Heat 4 lining up this way, pole position, Easy Rigging and Trucking number 3, Sam Martz. He's out of White House, New Jersey. Alongside of him, the Patrick Hoops Trucking number 10 from Ransomville, New York, Ryan Susi. 2nd row inside, the New Egypt champion, driving in the Terry Fosnock, Conestoga Valley Custom Kitchens 2A, Mike Guler out of Boyertown, PA. Alongside of him, out of Birdsboro, Pennsylvania, in the P&J Auctions Hampton Brothers Truck Repair 74W, John Willman. Third row inside, driving in the Gary Simpson Contracting, Willow Tree Homes number 84Y from Covington Township, Alex Yankowski. Alongside of him, the Rent Equip number 97S is Matt Smith. Fourth row inside, driving the Terry Fosnock Conestoga Valley Custom Kitchens 2X will be Grandview Speedway 10-time champion Jeff Strunk. Alongside of him, out of Bohemia, New York, in the Zubies Racing number 17Z, Dylan Stoyer. Fifth row inside, driving in the number 3X will be Jacob Ginn. Jake Ginn from Avoca, New York. And the final starting spot driving the Smith Side Development number 91 will be the Franklin Flyer former Short Track Super Series champion, Billy Decker.
And it's going to be interesting to see what Billy Pouch Jr. has to say here, Brad, because remember, last year during the Speed Showcase weekend, he literally left his mark here in turn number 3.
So we're here with Billy Pouch Jr. Like you said, Earl, last year you left your mark here on the Speedway. Now you picked up that heat race win. So how's it feel turning laps here again at Port Royal Speedway?
I don't want to see the third turn wall up there, but no, hats off to my guys. I love this place here. This is definitely a place. Steve O'Neill's awesome. Shout out to all my guys. My kids are home watching here because of school. We're going to see what we can do in the future. Just this place is cool, and I really enjoy it, and thanks to the fans to come out and everyone watching on Flow.
All right, your heat race winner, Billy Pouch Jr.
All right, John Schaefer Dodge Pace Truck ready to move him away. Barron's Performance Warehouse. Speed Showcase 40, heat race number 4 of 5. Jake Ginn out there in the 3X. He is sponsored by Todd Robards General Contracting and KMD Construction. We are ready to go. Billy Decker, the veteran out there, a Short Track Super Series champion in 2018, starting shotgun on the field, if you will. He is in the back row. Sam Martz, feature winner this year, Bridgeport up front with Ryan Susi. We're ready to go. Heat race number 4.
Green is out, and we are underway. Sammy Martz and Ryan Susi drag race down in turns number 1 and 2. Who's going to lead them off the turn?
Out of the corner, it looks like Sam Martz will lead the way down the back straightaway. Second generation of his family to be a race car driver. His son, who will be on the Sportsman, is the third generation. We got a battle for second now. Susi is in second, and here comes right behind him, Mike Guler.
Side by side for that 5th spot between the 2X of Jeff Strunk as he's trying to find something on the top side and get away from the 74W of John Willman. As he will. Now we are side by side for the runner-up spot.
Yeah, and we're side by side for the last qualifying spot. Briefly there, Alex Yankowski down the straightaway, battling it out now with the Bullet Jeff Strunk. 2 Terry Fosnock cars in this race, and we've got a 3-car battle now for second, third, and fourth.
Alex Yankowski really finding some speed as he works the top side of the racetrack here at the Port Royal Speedway. Ryan Susi, however, not backing down as they are side by side momentarily. Now Yankowski, he will take the 3rd spot and he will put a bid on the runner-up spot with the 2A of Mikey Goulart.
Yeah, Guler is in second. Yankowski now third, putting Susi on the hot seat in 4th. And here comes Strunk. Strunk teammate with Guler this weekend. He'll dive to the inside, side by side with Susi off of turn 4.
Halfway, 4 laps in and 4 to go. Sammy Martz looking pretty good. Alex Yankowski once again trying to battle Mike Guler for the runner-up spot. It's still Jeff Strunk hanging tough there with Ryan Susi. That is the battle for the final transfer spot. Here comes Strunk. He's going to put a slide job there on Susi. Susi turns the car and will drive back by.
How about that? And we got a battle there with Yankowski and Guler for the last redraw spot. Guler holds back Yankowski for the moment, but Susi has now got himself a battle with Jeff Strunk. He regained the spot, but Strunky's not done. Behind them, Stoyer and Decker. Decker, remember, started last. He is now moving up into contention.
2 lap signs shown to the field as that is a battle for that final transfer spot again, and give it to Jeff Strunk as Ryan Susi had a little bit of trouble in the entrance of the turn. Now he has a great run. He looks to the inside of Strunk as they are side by side at turn 3 and 4. Now here comes Guler. He makes a pass for Yankowski. Yankowski, however, he'll drive back by and move into P2 with 1 more lap to go.
Where do you watch, Earl? Action everywhere. Battle for the last redraw spot. Battle for the last qualifying spot. Strunk gets by Susi. Here comes Stoyer right behind him. Heading now for the last 2 turns turns. It looks like Sam Martz at the top of the straightaway.
Checker flag is out, and yeah, Jeff, give him the win. Sammy Martz, he'll lead him back down to the line. Finishing second will be the 84Y of Alex Jankowski, and finishing third, the 2A of Mike Guler.
Wow. Oh, unbelievable action in that one. No doubt about the winner. The 3, Sam Martz, takes the win, but great racing behind him. The 84Y, Alex Jankowski, second. The 2A, Mike Guler, third. And with a lap and a half to go, grabbing fourth, the 2X of Jeff Strunk. Starting on the pole, heat number 5, the Bucks County International Ideal Lease number 11 out of Langhorne will be Danny Heber. Alongside of him in the Hales Millwright, number 19W, Justin Wright. Starting from second row inside the Norm Hansel Norm Save Station. Auto Repair number 357. He was the winner of the Short Track Super National last week from Mooresville, North Carolina. Max McLaughlin. And alongside of him, driving in the G-Force Transmissions, number 88C from Richland, Pennsylvania. That's the Richland Rocket, Jared Umbenhauer. Starting third row inside, driving in the St. Lawrence Radiology, number 19 will be Tim Fuller. And alongside of Tim, driving in the Carl Myers Enterprises number 23C will be Justin Hares. Justin Hares in the 23C. Fourth row inside, driving in the Ronnie's Auto Repair, Birdsboro Napa Auto Parts 14W will be Ryan Watt. And alongside of Ryan, who's the former Short Track Super Series champion, the Benson's Pet Center number 2, the Ginger Ninja, Jack Lehner. Final row inside, the Dewey's Beach Barbecue number 32, Scott Hitchens. And alongside of him, the St. Lawrence Radiology Weakneck Archery 7mm, Michael Maresca.
As winner, heat race number 4, Sammy Martz, is with our Brad Strasser.
So Sam picked up the win, took advantage of that good starting spot. How's the car feeling heading into later tonight?
Yeah, it's definitely helped to have a good starting spot in these races. There's a lot of good cars out there, and it's just it's tough starting in the back coming through.
All right, and hopefully setting up for a good event here later tonight.
Yeah, hopefully we get a good draw for the feature, and we'll be up there. I just want to say hello to my wife and my daughter back at home. My grandson are all watching on TV.
All right, heat race winner, Sam Martz.
All right, good job for Sam Martz. Alice Jankowski, Mike Guler, Jeff Strunk, your 4 qualifiers. We are ready to go. Heat number 5. We're going to take another lap here because we've got problems in turn number 1. Justin Wright did not fire, or if he did, he only pulled away and then stopped over there in the corner. The Mercer Milling, Purina Performance Proteins, Mercer Milling, number 19W, Justin Wright.
And he was supposed to start on the outside of the front row here, Jeff, and that is not how he wants to start his Speed Showcase 40 here tonight.
No. He drew a good number. How many times has something like that happened? You finally get yourself to draw a good number, and then you got a problem. He's trying to get the car maybe back into gear. Reese Carey out there. Reese, of course, follows the Short Track Super Series South races. He does all of our Georgetown Speedway events, and he works at Dover International Raceway, so he's always great to have Reese and his safety team on hand for Short Track Super Series events. They're checking out with Justin to see what's going on.
Also like to give a shout out to race director for the Flow Racing All-Star Circuit of Champions presented by Mobile One. Eric Walls is tuned in Indiana tonight on Flow Racing. Good to have you tuned in here tonight, Eric.
Hello, Eric. How's it going?
And I'm sure Marcy's right next to him. So good to have Marcy tuning in as well.
So possibly we're just going to estimate or guess here. Justin Wright's car, maybe he lost low gear or something. He couldn't get it started till he put it in high gear, but he's off and running now. So the safety team got him started. He'll resume his spot outside front row with Danny Heber. Danny, a veteran, came out of retirement last year to resume racing, but just runs Short Track Super Series events, South Region. Doesn't really have a full-time schedule with the family businesses of being so busy, but he did find time to get back into racing a little bit. And the Mercer Milling, number 19, Justin Wright alongside Max McLaughlin, who picked up his first ever Short Track Super Series win last week at Afton Motorsports Park in the Short Track Super National. And we've got alongside of him Jared Umbenhauer. Jared, a regular at Grandview Speedway in a different car tonight. He is in the Mike Clay, 88. Here we go.
So here we go. Final heat race of the night for the Bob Hilbert Sportswear Short Track Super Series is green.
Charging into the turn, and we've got a battle for the lead. Whoa, Harris gets way high in the corner. That will cost him a couple of spots. Down the back straightaway, the Ginger Ninja Jack Lehner battling with the Electric Company, Ryan Watt.
Your leader is going to be Justin Wright. Remember, Wright had a little bit of trouble getting underway underneath the caution lap, but he looks like he got that underway as we are 3 wide into turn number 1.
Wow, Waddy in the 14W and the 7mm of Michael Maresca gaining several spots as they came up before down the front straightaway. Meanwhile, we got Jared Umbenhauer, the Richland Rocket, getting by the 11 of Heber, moving in on Mad Max, looking for second.
Hold on, folks. Things are starting to get good here at the Port Royal Speedway. We are side by side for the runner-up spot and side by side for fourth. Make it 3 wide. They're off for turn number 1. Here comes the 7M of Michael Maresca trying to make some noise. You see the 14W of Ryan Watt. He's in that fourth and final transfer spot.
Ryan Watt started in 7th. He's up to 4th after a 3-wide battle with Danny Heber and Michael Maresca. Maresca started last. He started 10th. He's now in 5th spot. He's 1 away from qualifying. This is why we love our Northeast Modifieds. Start them anywhere. They can pass their way through.
Here comes Ryan Watt. He's trying to find some momentum on the top side there of turn number 4. He has Jared Umbenhauer in front of him. Halfway, 4 laps in, 4 to go. Here comes Ryan Watt. He's trying to make something happen. He diamonds the corner off for turn number 2, and he will move into that 3rd spot.
Here comes Watt again. He'll go by for 3rd now. McLaughlin moving in on Justin Wright up front. Wright's been leading, but he's soon going to get company. McLaughlin with Watt all over him. Umbenhauer is going to get company now from Michael Maresca.
Ryan Watt has found some speed as he diamonds the corner there off for turn number 2 once again. He's looking to the inside of McLaughlin. They are side by side in the turn number 3, and here comes Ryan Watt. He's not done yet. He's into the runner-up spot. This time by, twin sticks are in the air. Just 2 more laps to go. Can Ryan Watt pick up the win?
Wow, 7th starting spot. He's now up to 2nd, and he's got a redraw spot. Justin Wright, after that almost mechanical melody, put him on the sideline, now leading the way, but here comes Watt. Flying Ryan now moving up to 2nd. McLaughlin right on his back bumper. Could we have a 3-car race for the lead?
Final lap, 1 lap to go. There goes Ryan Watt. He has a run on the outside, and he is going to make that pass on the Justin Wright. Now, can Wright pass him on the final time in the turns number 3? Ryan Watt now pulling out to a 5-car length lead. Checker flag is out this time by.
Here they come. Maresca will get by Umbenhauer. Checkered flag for Watt, followed by Wright. McLaughlin and Maresca will go up in smoke at the wire ahead of Jared Umbenhauer. Not a good sign for Michael Maresca.
And he was in that 4th and final transfer spot.
Wow. What a heartbreaker for Maresca that's still billowing smoke. He started last and raced his way into the last qualifying spot, but that does not look good. So we've got the 14W Ryan Watt, who started 7th and won in just 8 laps. 2nd spot, the 19W Justin Wright. 3rd, the 357 Max McLaughlin. And 4th, the 7MM of Michael Maresca. Wow. 5 unbelievable heats, Earl. Unbelievable competition for that one.
Race fans, if you like what you see, don't forget we got 2 more nights of racing action here at the Port Royal Speedway. So make sure you make your plans to come up tomorrow and on Saturday. And Brad Strasser, you have the winner of the final heat. And oh my, did he put on a show.
What a race that was, from 7th to pick up the win. He's getting his helmet off here. Ryan Watt able to pick up the win. Ryan, you went from 7th to pick up the win there in turns 1 and 2 on the final lap in just 8 laps. So how about that heat race from your end?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you there with all the cars going by, but I mean, we had a really good car out there in warm-up, set quick time, and made a couple changes to get it to enter the corner a little bit better for the heat race. And man, this thing's freaking good. We brought our big block here, and I got to thank Dave Reedy from Penske. He gave me a set of shocks here to run, and that he did for us, and they're right on. And Chuck Schmidt, he's been back there helping us with some spring stuff, and man, this thing's fast. I can't wait to the future.
Well, he said it all. Picking up the heat race win, Ryan Watt.
We'd also like to mention that all of our modified heat winners, all 5 of them, getting a bonus of $50 cash courtesy of Flow Racing. Again, each winner, all 5 winners of our modified heat races tonight, receiving $50 cash courtesy of Flow Racing, the official live stream partner of the Bob Bilberg Sportswear Short Track Super Series. Visit flowracing.tv. Be there. And also, we have the Bill Brown and Company overall heat race hard charger. Ryan Watt could be up for that. The driver advancing the most positions from scheduled start to the finish, encompassing all 5 modified heats tonight, gets a $50 cash bonus, courtesy of Bill Brown and Company. Should 2 drivers tie, the driver with the fastest lap time will be awarded. Learn more about Bill Brown and Company online at billbrowninc.com. So that completes our 5 heats. We qualified 4 out of each heat. That puts 20 into the feature. We will be going to our first timed session for Sportsman Hot Laps on the track now for the Belmont's Garage 602 Sportsman, trying to qualify the first of 2 drivers for the Iceless